Hi, my awakened soul. I hope you're doing great. I'm glad to greet you on my channel. And today I would like to share with you not the story, just the information that was always amazing for me. How differently people are coming to God. This is really amazing because, as for me, I think that my way becoming closer to God is starting in my childhood. And if you want to get more information, I think I have some video on my channel. If it's not, you just write me in the comment and I will record the video about my way to God. But this story that I was heard a few days ago was really shocked me. This guy, actually, when he was little, this man, he get trauma. Some adult people was broke him, and it was really big trauma. And as soon as he become growner, he become adult, and he just, because of this trauma, starting to get the revenge in the society. He becoming let's say he just starting to doing crimes. He was broken the law many times, and he was doing really bad things. And finally, as we understand, he get into the jail. And so when he understood during the court session that he will get almost the highest punishment, and of course he understand that he need to spend the rest of his life in the prison. And so he, first of all, he tried to kill himself in the prison. But somehow it was the first step how he understand that the God is with him. He somehow was erased. He, he already was dead. And the prisoner who trying to kill themselves in the prison are nobody saved. Nobody saving them. They just dying. But somehow it was a miracle he stayed alive, or maybe even we can say that he was raised from the dead, because he was lying 3 hours in the floor in the prison room before the help was came into him. So about 3 hours he was dead totally, but he raised somehow. And then when the court session was ending finally, and he get very strict punishment, the kind of the prison was changed to him, and this kind of the prison was more stricter than on the first step. And one of the obligation for the prisoners, because they're spending almost all their lives in the prison, they need working, or they need to visit church, library, and do something that is the obligation for those kind of prisoners. And all the places everywhere was booked, and only places he can get it's visiting the church. He don't want it, he don't believe in God, of course not, because he was making a lot of crimes, almost crimes that is broken not only the law of the government, but also the law of the God, of course. And he understands it, he don't believe. And so as soon as these circumstances oh my god as soon as this situation happened with him, he need to visit the church as the obligation for the prisoners. The first day he become to prison, he do not listen nobody, just was sitting, and in the end he was hearing that they need to keep a fast for 24 hours. And suddenly he decided to do this. He was keeping the fast, no smoking, no drinking, no eating, and then become to church, ask for forgiveness. But in that case, he do not feel nothing. He just was doing because it was his obligation to do this. He was done and came back to his prisoner room to go to sleep. And I like this part of the story. Just a thought, but this part is very important. We do not get thoughts from nowhere. We get it from the devil or from the God. And this the breaking point. He said, just a thought, just a small thought that he need to read the prayer. That's all. And he started to pray because in these prisons, everybody knows the prayer, the basic prayer for Father God. And he suddenly started crying and he can't stop all night, and he started to ask for forgiveness, and the God was revealed to him and he was revealed to God, and this kind of connection is happened to him. And then of course he changed everything. He go for forgiveness in church, starting to read Bible and totally turn into the God side. And as for me, this is the miracle, but also what is amazing, how hard his way was to become to God. How hard, it's so hard, it's so heavy burdens. So please, I'm begging you, as soon as you become to God by yourself, as soon as possible, just become to God by yourself. Don't give the dark forces the opportunities to test you. Are you with God or are you with them? Just make the small steps every day. Just read prayer, go visit church at least 1 week, 1 day in week, and do some small steps. It will help you on the way of the God. And the second video I will record about the hierarchy of the dark forces, and you will understand why it's important to do the small steps. Even when you, as you can understand from the story, you need to change your thoughts. It's already a small step. You don't even, if you can't, for example, read the prayer, you haven't time, or you haven't time to go to church, just change your thoughts to the white side, let's say like this. Just change it, because this is also very important. As we know, in the beginning it was word, but before word it was a thought. So controlling, please control your thoughts. It's very important, and always stay in the present moment. I hope it will help somebody to understand better and become closer to God. Thank you. Bye.